Former President Nelson Mandela will have a gift of a different kind to mark his 93rd birthday with the inaugural annual Nelson Mandela Children's Parliament. It's currently on the go in Gauteng. The event is the children's way of saying thank you to Mandela for placing them high on South Africa's national development agenda. These are live pictures. Let's take a listen into some of the young ladies speaking.
In the future, we wouldn't like to be helped like that. Everybody would like to be helped. Thank you, Honourable Speaker and Honourable Members.
Giving children from around the country a chance to give other people a glimpse into their daily struggles as they're taking part in this. It's a unique name, Nelson Mandela Children's Parliament. Well, it's just some of the celebrations that are taking place around the country and also, no doubt, around the world as Madiba turns 93 this coming Monday on Nelson Mandela Day, as it's now been called as well. I can tell you that the Legislature Speaker, Lindiwe Maseko, she's overseen the proceedings as each province has sent 5 of their brightest young minds. The 5 will nominate 2 of them for speaking opportunities. So of the 5 young girls from each province, only 2 will be speaking.
Are the problems that we are facing in Protea South, in Soweto. There are no proper toilets because the toilets that are there are very filthy and broken. The streets are filled with sewage and dirt, which causes diseases and sickness. Protea South is an informal settlement with many people who are poor, and there is a lot of criminal activities, and many people are hurt. The government needs to improve the living conditions of people in informal settlement. Once the government has improved the living conditions of people, they need to work hard to provide jobs so people can afford medicine. I hope that the government will pay attention and look into these issues in South Africa. Thank you.
Just some of the children aged between 10 and 15 selected from around the country. They're taking part in the discussions today involving education, health, safety and security. An entire parliament filled with youngsters around the country. It's a rather unique idea. Yulan Begbie is their E-News reporter. We'll hear from her later in the day and see exactly how it went. Those are live visuals from the Gauteng Legislature. It's the Children's Parliament. Welcome back. Former President Nelson Mandela will have a gift of a different kind to mark his 93rd birthday with the inaugural annual Nelson Mandela Children's Parliament being hosted in Gauteng today. Well, so what is this all about? So let's go and find out and hear it from our E-News reporter, Yulan Begbie. Yulan, a good day to you. What is this all about?
Good morning, Gareth. Well, we're outside the Gauteng Legislature, as you said, for the inaugural Nelson Mandela Children's Parliament. Inside, a very special sitting. The seats are filled with children from across the country, aged between 10 and 15, representing various provinces. Also, Swaziland are represented here today. They're discussing issues related to children, issues like health, education, safety and security. And this is all done under the theme of holding those in authority accountable. And this is a partnership between the Department of Women, Children and People with Disabilities, the Gauteng Legislature, as well as the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund. And I'm joined now by the CEO, Ms. Buddha Ramatlo, for more. A very special day, a platform given to young children from across the country.
Definitely. This is one day that we've been looking forward to for a very long time. For us, it's a gift of a different nature for our founder, whose vision was to bring our children from the margins to the center of our development agenda. And today, we, living that vision, giving voice to our children so they're able to express their issues to those that have the authority and the power to do something about it.
I mean, we heard earlier on children bringing up issues of education in their provinces, issues of health, safety and security. What happens next? I mean, this is not the last stop for those issues that they raise here today.
Oh, no, not at all. First, you must remember that this is an inaugural parliament, so we will be having these sessions throughout the country, every year to give, to ensure that children do have a space to do this. But what will happen after today is that the Minister of the Department of Children, Women, Children and People with Disability has committed that she will take the deliberations from the children and table them in Parliament so that, there will be responses from that, body to ensure that children, the children's issues are attended to. Also, ourselves, as the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund, we have committed to say we will do whatever we can within our capacity, as an organization that is an advocate for children, to ensure that those issues are taken forward, whether in programming or in advocacy, to ensure that those that have the power to achieve change can do it. And the Speaker of the Legislature in Gauteng has committed to say, for this province, she will definitely ensure that whatever the children come out with will be addressed and attended to within the legislature in Gauteng. So definitely it is not just a talk shop. It is a space to give children to air their views, but also we have committed that we will take the process forward and see what we can do to ensure that our children come out from the margins and into the center of our development. For the fund, we are actually saying we are trying to make children good politics. Yeah.
I think that also feeds into the theme for this year, which is holding those in authority accountable. What sort of repercussion, what sort of follow-up will be done should you meet next year for, the next session?
The next session. So what we will do is, like I say, once the issues are tabled, as civil society ourselves, we will try and follow up with those that account, that are in authority, to find out has anything happened, and try and report back also to our constituency, which is the children, to say this is what has happened. These are the challenges if that has not happened, and this is what we intend to do about it. So there will be follow up. And remember, I said it was an inaugural parliament. So what we intend to do after this is to have, the process going first through the provinces and then culminating in a national parliament every year. And by going to the provinces, we're trying to ensure that each province has the space and the time to address its own issues, and they have the audiences that matter in the province who can do something about it. So as the fund, we are doing that already. Immediately after that, we will do that. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Well, you've heard from the CEO of the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund. I think what we really want to hear is what the children are saying. So let's see if we can dip in inside the Gauteng legislature just to have a look and hear what the children of the country are saying.
It is therefore fitting that children should play a leading role in the celebration of his 93rd birthday. I am sure utata uMadiba apho akhoyo uyibonile iMorning Live yesterday. He must have been very proud of the two representatives of this children's parliament who were interviewed by Vuyo Mbuli yesterday. Your interview demonstrated that the children of our country know exactly what is important for them. Kami from the Western Cape highlighted the problems of abuse of alcohol and drugs that children witness in their neighborhood. We know that the abuse of these substances contribute.
Live from the Gauteng legislature at the moment, we've just been hearing from E-News reporter Yilan Begbie, who was chatting to us just outside as well, telling us about what is becoming the annual Nelson Mandela Children's Parliament. No, you weren't seeing things. Those were children in the ages of between 10 and 15 hosting a session of Parliament today, it would seem. It's each province sending 5 of their brightest young stars, as we're told, where 2 of them get to talk about the issues affecting them in their particular province. It's being put together by women's groups around the country. We'll hear from Yilan throughout the day and also bring you highlights as those youngsters tell the country and tell the world what is actually affecting them in their lives today.